Hello, people. It's that time. It's that time again. So, welcome along, everyone, to my live YouTube stream. My name's Danny C. Let's get down to business for what is my first championship round of the DTM series, which, of course, this is my first DTM. This is my first league racing championship, and I have no idea what to expect, but so let's get straight to it then. So I hope everyone is good. I hope everyone is well. So this is a new challenge for me, outside of some of the league racing championships I've been participating in, some open lobby racing, and so obviously, this is, of course, for sure. Something totally different to what I was doing, having competed in some of the league racing championships, like such as the TJ's championships, and when he was playing GT7 at one point, and obviously Wygam's championship in multiple classes, and the CC Sim stuff with the GT4s, the GT3s, and and I thought, having put a lot of work in behind the scenes to be sure that we get this up and running. So let's get straight to it then. So this is the car that I'm going to be running for the DTM series, which is the BMW M389. Reason for that car is because my parents used to own that car from ages ago. My mum was a coupe and my dad was at an estate. So this was like years ago, like right back when I was a kid, when my parents used to own the 3 Series E30. I wish that we would have kept all of them for sure, because imagine them now, they're so hard to find for sure. So and also that for those that they're just tuning in as well, then you can also grab hold of the Mercedes 190E 2.5 16 valve Evo 2, and the Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth as well. So if there's anybody that's interested in competing the DTM series, about all of the details, we've got the practice with the calendar, the specific parts required, the setup, etc. All of the details are on the Captain Colossus Racing Discord channel. So I had a lot to do from the outside stuff, and then so obviously so we're up for it. So let's open the lobby in what is 5 minutes time. So what's going to be happening is that for tonight's menu, I'm going to be throwing down the 2 races, which of course we have the 20-minute sprint race as well as the 40-minute feature race. So way the format is going to pan out is so for this sprint race, of course, there'll be 10 minutes practice along with 10 minutes qualifying, and of course a 20-minute race, and then following the next race in the one meeting. Will also be with reverse grid based on where you finished. So obviously that therefore wherever you finish, you'll be put into a certain position for race 2 of the meeting for the 40-minute endurance race. So the settings is set to with PP, and the tire wear and fuel consumption rate set to 3. With the refueling speed set to 3 as well, with the initial fuel of 75 litres as well. So, and obviously we're starting off the season at Spa-Francorchamps, so I thought, just get to 160 minutes in case anybody wants to get another lap in also. So yeah, alter that as well. So the maximum PP output to me, maximum PP is 640, so the people can please themselves to fine tune the settings to how they like it, and then you've got the maximum power output to 257 brake horsepower, with the minimum weight set to 1,045 kilograms, and that, of course, only the brake horsepower and the ppm had to be altered ever since the recent update with the physics change and whatnot, and that for sure that I'll have to I had to revise a couple of things, so therefore that we could just make the three cars in the DTM series just as about as close to each other as possible in terms of the racing. So yeah, but yeah, that's what's going to be happening. So yeah, whereas for this second race as well, you also have the feature race that is set to, of course, in reverse grid, which will be set by the host, which is me. So no mandatory pit stops are required. So therefore, that you can choose whichever tires you want, and the weather's set to random. So we don't know. Like what the weather's going to bring, as far as I'm aware. Just say that because that's the only thing I had to highlight. So yeah, so we're going to we're starting off the sprint race for, of course, the weather's set to random, so it could well change a bit, and so. It might rain, it might not rain, but I cannot promise anything, but a lot could happen for sure. So, just less than 2 minutes until 7:30. There we go. So less than a minute now until we get to get the lobby open. Any moment now we reach to 7:30 until we get going for a bit of practice. So I'm not sure who's going to turn up on the occasion, so we'll just get into the flow. And as it's 7:30 in the UK right now, so the lobby's going to be opening in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that, of course, the lobby's a bit set to friends only because of it, and for those that if you wish to join the DTM series, and that, of course, I have no problem putting the my PSN, so therefore that it's easy to find for those who wanted to participate. So it's easy to find me on your friends a bit as to who's got the lobby up and whatnot. So once we get going, and obviously it gives me a chance to go out to the track and get the feel. We've got GB Codger in the room. Welcome along. So go and check him out on YouTube. As what he's got coming up as well is he's got his British Touring Car Championship that's starting in September. Oh, we've got Scarlett in the lobby. So welcome along. So I'm just going to give Scarlett the heads up just to say that this is because it's not in the but may as well just go and say hello to these people while they're here. So we've got Albie in the room, welcome along. So Scarlett's saying hi as well. Alright. Yeah, so this is Scarlett who was in my lobby from last week in the GT3. So then I thought that, well, because what's happening from this point onwards is the event. Yeah, welcome along, James. Good to see you, and then I hope all is well from your end too. So what's the matter here? No coffee. No coffee. No coffee, Scarlett. No problem. So obviously, and if you wish, yeah, there's no problem. No problem at all. Thanks for joining, Scarlett, and yeah. So may you have a great evening, whatever you're doing. So, but yeah, that's well, there's just three of us, so I think what we'll do from there is that we'll so yeah, that welcome along, Adam. Yeah, there should be fun, just a few of us. So obviously, this is just lowering my expectations. I don't want to like jinx it or get ahead of myself as to like how many is going to show up. So, so for now, we'll just put the message out of it to say quali in 10 mins. And if there's anybody else joining, then obviously, yeah. So I'll just head out to the track and yeah, go from there. Because the thing is about with the because the BMW 3 Series as well as the Mercedes 190E and the Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth, obviously the road cars, which of course they've got the DTM liveries on as well. Adam's car okay? As long as it's meeting within the criteria in terms of the PP and the brake horsepower and the weight limit, then that's the main thing. So I can't see that making much of a difference. Also, having seen that he's using the Sport Evo, whereas me, I'm just using the N389. So, but yeah, that's so. I don't think the Sport Evo will be an issue because they're hard to get hold of when the what you call it, like the specific cars appear in the used car, or even one of them being on the Legends dealership. Oh. So got a bit of tyre wear on as well as the fuel as well. there's something about to once you do enough laps, then it just gives you the rough idea of the tire and fuel information as to like how the car behaves. Well, obviously every car is so different, I suppose, with each engine specifications and characteristics and whatnot. Oh. Whoa. That's great, because if I do go flat out, then the rear of the car can snap about on the build up to the top of Eau Rouge, then onto Radillon. So you just had to be smooth and as light as possible on the steering in order to make it turn through the corners. As well as the throttle as well. Steady away. I did hit the brakes this time. It's just a slight lift of just a slight lift. Oh, not what you want to be doing too much on that piece of AstroTurf. kept that out of the virus somehow. So when you get into the endurance race, then obviously it's going to be interesting to see how it pans out a bit, because I have no idea where if it's right to when's the good time to go and pit, and with the weather settings being set to random, and it's when the weather's set to be random, and then obviously you just cannot guarantee what the weather's going to do to you also. So far as it stands, it's bone dry with a bit of sunny spells. Too busy looking up phone. So let's have a look about who we got out of it. So we've got James H in his Mercedes 190E in his Rover's livery with the number 75. That is his race number. So then you have myself, and I'll be in the BMWs as well. And that, of course, the BMW, which I'm going to show you the exterior on the little things I've done, which just in case. And so this is the only things I've done to me car. Just this was the recreation of the recreation of Steve Soper's 92 DTM, which only thing I had to do to it to make it more of my own is just either blue some strip from on the windshields, and put my name on as well. So we currently have this as well. And welcome along, Obi. Good to see you. Hope you're well, my friend. Yeah, this is just the start of something. Obviously, this is me a new challenge for me, running the League Racing Championship. That is the DTM. So I don't want to be jinxing myself or just let go of the throttle too much, but which does give us a chance to go and have a look at Albie's BMW as well. And then, of course, Albie's running the Roland Tarleo's 2002 livery, which, of course, it's onto the BMW M3 as well. But yeah, so yeah, so we may as well just get the qualifying on the way. So if you've got the specific car, like whether it's the BMW M3 or the qualifying should start at any moment. So you are welcome to join them if you got to one of the specific cars. I mean, with the required parts. But if you haven't got the specific parts required or the specific car, then obviously there's always another chance next Tuesday. So, but yeah, so the qualify should be started in any moment. So, but yeah. So I put the message out to me saying, "Are we ready?" No problem, mate. No problem at all. Always another chance for sure. I was ready. James is ready. He's just he's just on the. He's just chilling on the piece of extra runoff as well. So yeah, that will. Gonna put the message out. Quali started soon. And please leave the space as well. Although there may be a few of us that's racing, but obviously we're just we're getting ourselves up and running, and then so well, I'm going to be throwing down the 10 minutes qualifying in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Let's get down to business and have fun. So we've got Storm in, and welcome along. So let's go and say hello to our friend. So if you wish to participate a bit in this one, Storm, then if you got the specific cars and that's got the specific parts required, then obviously by any means that the details about on the Discord channel from Captain Colossus Racing. So if you got to, whether it's a BMW N389 or whichever, or the Sport Evo or whatever, then you've got the Mercedes 190E, then of course the also the Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth. So but if you got those specific cars, buddy, then obviously can put you on the back of the grid of it if you want to do this race. It's not a problem, because what will happen after the 20-minute sprint race is that the 40-minute endurance race will be taking place as well, with the reverse grid that's set like from the based on your race 1 results. So we're getting the first qualifying lap in. Orby's in the room as well. So we've got a couple of guys that are from the SIR community. Welcome along. Let's join in the room. No problem, buddy. It's always nice to say hello and pass by. whilst you're going through whatever challenges you're going through on an everyday basis. And so yeah, so Arby's in the room, so I'll go say hello to him as well. There's no nitrous, buddy. There's no nitrous. It's just specifically set to meet to a certain criteria with the PP and the brake horsepower and the minimum weight of the car. So what you also have a bit is got Johnny joining as well. Welcome along. So obviously the you have a list of required parts, like on each of the 3 cars. That is the BMW 3 Series E30, the Mercedes 190e, Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth, and then you also have the power restrictor, and whatnot. So you also have the all the tyres will require that, which there is no mandatory pit stop, so you can choose whichever tyres you want. And so yeah, so if you're interested in joining this one, if you have the specific car with the required parts that you need, then I have no problem letting you in. Unless if you're busy, then it's not a problem. Then there's always next Tuesday as well. So this is just because this is my first time running the League Racing Championship in this game, which of course it's all new to me. So slowly getting into the groove with things, and then having had a lot going off with the real life stuff. But so we're getting somewhere. As we've got Albie with a 2-minute 33.0 in the BMW. James H is obviously 6/10 off. So what you have, for those of us who are watching in, that the familiar name that is Adam Barthamer, who raced in real life, raced in racing cars along with the minis, and he was also a big figure of over at CC Sim, as he's been around for a few years, especially competed in the mini mods too. So obviously to have him in the DTM series, it's obviously an honour to have a racer in my lobby. And then you also have James H, who also runs the his British Touring Car Championship, having been to Brands Hatch with the boss, that is Captain, also known as Paul of the Captain Colossus Racing. So obviously that is Jimmy's British Touring Car Championship starts in September. So all of the details are on the Captain Colossus Racing Discord channel as well. And obviously we've already got a full grid of it in this BTCC lobby. Even I'm participating in it myself, and I'll be streaming from my perspective as well. But for the DTM series of it as well, it's different, because obviously you rarely see the specific cars in the used car, and one of them being in a Legends dealership. So I'll be getting faster and faster with a 2-minute 32.5. So So my goal for this DTM series is to be sure that we get enough people involved a bit, and then make sure that everyone is having a good time, and then provide some clean and respectful racing, and then that for me, like, is my personal goal for sure. Will I ever challenge for the championship? I won't think about that, because I just want to be sure that because it's my championship, and that I'd rather be a good sport, just to have somebody like me standing a chance of winning it, if that makes sense. So therefore, that we get into a habit where, like, you're in a roll car, but obviously in DTM skins. So therefore, that you're making most of it out of something that's out of your comfort zone for sure. So we're on the last lap now of qualifying. So we've got to Albie on pole. I may not have the great quality, but that don't really bother me in any way. So because there's all to play for sure. So Johnny's left the room. Thanks for stopping by, Johnny. So GG's to the pair of them. So let's have a look at the grid of So we've got Albie taking pole position with a 2 minute 32.5. We've got James H in second with a 2 minute 32.7. There's myself with a 2 minute 35.9. So in terms of the setup, it's just getting it all together, just to suit your driving style and whatnot. So but yeah, that's just so we'll give it a minute just to choose whichever tyres you like, and then we'll be getting going. 1 minute start. So feel free to do whatever you like if you're going for a comfort break or change of tyres or whatever. So obviously it just gives us a moment to have a breather to get ourselves ready for the what is the first race of the evening in the first round of the DTM series. Woman, you need a smoke after that. You do what you need to do, Jimmy. You do what you need to do. Because there's not really much between Albie and James in terms of the battle for pole position. 2 tenths between them. Just to recap on that one. Yeah, in fact, nearly a quarter of a second between Albie and James. And there's myself just having fun, no matter where I finish. So, So I'm going to put the message out to say, are we ready? As it's been a minute. Albie's ready. Are you ready, James? James is ready, so for the usual, I'm going to put the message out. Have a good race, good luck, and let's have a clean race as well. So as always, before we get going, and obviously, like if you knock somebody off and it's your fault, just pull over to the one side and give the place back where it's safe to do so. Failing to apply that to principle, then obviously it's just you know, any sort of toxic behavior like will not be tolerated. So with just the three of us for the moment, and obviously we should be fine. But so yeah, good luck everyone, as we're about to begin the first race of the evening in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck and have fun. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. So don't forget the handbrake or foot brake if it is on, whichever you prefer. Then who knows what the weather will bring. In fact, it turns out there's no false starts on that one. Got out to a mighty start from my end. Got a track limit penalty for violence. But there's still a long way to go for sure. Storms are back in. Welcome back. Just need to keep it on the track best I can. That's the aim, especially with this car. So I'm about to serve me a half-second penalty for track limits. So fuel shouldn't be an issue for this one according to that, but I might be wrong on that one. A nice battle between Jimmy and Albion at the moment in the battle for the race lead. So after the first lap, we've got James H in the lead. Imagine him winning the race with just the three of us. That will be an underdog story for sure. And then you've got Albion right behind him as well. As we head down to Eau Rouge. And then there's myself in the back of the pack. So we've got Albie taking the lead as well. And James H. retakes the lead as well. So about to be under a second off James's fastest lap, but they put him with a 2-minute 33.4. Whilst I'm continuing to try and keep it on the track as well. Is Albie going to go for the dive down for his side? It looks that way. Side by side between the pair of them. Albie in the Beamer and James in the Mercedes. But James is coming back at him as well. As he retakes the lead as well. Whilst these two are busy fighting, this is giving me the chance to creep up on the pair of them in the battle for the race lead. So I've got Albie in the lead. There's James H in second, myself in third. James going a bit wide there onto that bit of AstroTurf. So I've got some more momentum coming through Puan. Slowly creeping up on Jimmy. Into the 33s now, so so there's 4 racing laps left to go. So I'm getting close up to James right now. I can start to feel the car getting lighter as the fuel load goes down. My tyres are feeling okay, so I'm within a second behind James in the battle for P2, whilst Albie in the other hand is running away with it. Oh, I can feel the bounce as it went over the curb too much. Oh. God. Had to lift off the moan there to save me spinning into an inferno. I was doing alright until that point. So I've got 2 racing laps left of it as soon as we go past the bus stop chicane on. Albie's coming into the pit, so this is really interesting. As he's on 13% fuel and I'm on 22. So what I think Albie's going to be doing is he's going to be putting the fresh set of tyres on, I believe, and then of course we'll go for some put some fuel in as well to go for a Lafayette push for the last 2 laps of the race. About much quicker than I have been through Eau Rouge than on to top up Radion. So, but with Albie pitted in, it's that's literally through a spanner into it works. And I could win this one, but I don't want to jinx it because I just need to keep the car on the road. And you know what time it is when the pressure's on. It's Danny C time. Let's get down to business to do the talking on the track. My tyres are feeling good. Oh, he's feeling the pressure, James. Which way is he going to go? Am I going to the left or am I going to the right? I'm going to have to go to the left. Had to back out on this one because he don't want to compromise his line too much, but I can always fight to another day. That's not a problem. My fuel is looking good, so I can push as hard as I need to, and I've got good tyres as well. Oh no, no! No, Michael! No, Michael! Why me? Oh no! Oh, that was fun until that happened, but so let's just bring it home, shall we? Bring it home. So it looks like James is about to win this one, but it's not over yet because all it takes is just that one mistake, which obviously, that of course was one of the rarest mistakes I've made in this entire race. But the main thing is I had fun regardless. You know, just allow myself to get into the groove, and then obviously we've got Albie in the other end who's pushing like crazy with new tyres as well as some fuel putting on. So we're going through to the final sector of this race. I'll take over P2, so there's always another chance on the next one. So at least it does give me a good insight as to how the race is going to pan out. So we've got James H coming across the line to take the checkered flag and win race 1 of the DTM series at Belgium. And then we've got Albie coming across the line in 3rd place. So GG's you two. So grab the replays of it if you want them, because that, of course, will give you a chance to take some photos when I can. So just go and say congratulations to these two. Okay, so let's have a look at the grid. Well, look the race result, I should say. So we've got James H with a race win to his name, and there's myself a bit in 2nd, having been pushing so hard until I've lost it a bit on the left-hander at Blanchimont, but obviously mistakes happen. But then we go from there. So we've got Albie, having pitted with 2 laps to go, and then setting the fastest lap of the race, which really does give the insight as to how the next race is going to pan out. So, but yeah, so let's go on into the feature race there, shall we? So we've got to load the settings. And got the feature race. Double check it for So again, the weather's set to random, so I cannot guarantee if it's going to rain or not. So it could well rain, but we shall see how that pans out as we go along. Don't think else, and no problem, James, and well done on the race as well. So yeah, I'll be setting the grid, which obviously with 3 of us racing, and then obviously we've got a Storm watching along, and we do appreciate the motor race. So this is hang on a minute. What have I just done there? Ah, nay. Oh my days! But I should have just put feature race. My apologies. This is the feature race, but I do apologise about because it's just a one thing in it. So yeah, this is the feature race. So feature race. So we just need James to go and tick in. Yeah, that's no problem. No problem at all, Jimmy. So yeah, that as soon as we allowed those to have a few minutes whilst we got need to take myself actually. So yeah, so whilst we'll wait a bit, then obviously unless more people show up, then obviously I'll be setting the grid. So we've got Jimmy finishing the race in 1st position, so we'll put him there, and then I'll be on pole, and myself in 2nd as well. So we've got to Storm in there as well. So that of course we'll give it a few minutes to see if anybody's joined, and then obviously there'll be another chance for next Tuesday as well. So but it was steady away. So it's just a case of getting more people involved in also. But yeah. So if you like the content, hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new. No problem, Storm. Thanks for joining once more to stop by and enjoy the race. Very much appreciate the company. Um, so yeah, that we'll give it a few minutes. Okay, just give it 1 minute, and then we'll see where we go from there. See, there's just the three of us as well. So there's just our three of us chilling in the pits, and okay. Well, so we're giving it to a couple of minutes, then obviously I'll be going for a toilet break. B26. And a back. And a back. So, it's just, it looks like it's just going to be the three of us for this feature race. Not the sprint, just a feature race, as it's a much longer race. So, yeah, I'm going to put the message out to see if these two are ready. Albie's ready. Interesting. So, I was James is ready as well. So it looks pretty misty. So we could see some signs of rain coming, but we'll have to see about how that pans out. So looking on the radar, it looks like there won't be any rain, but it could well change a bit for this one also. But yeah, so these two are ready. So I'm gonna put the usual message out. Have a good race, good luck, and let's have a clean race as well. So there is no mandatory tires, but if you look on the event settings, there is no mandatory tyres, so you could just choose whichever tyres you want, and then but fuel is also going to be another thing to bear in mind also. Anyhow, let's get down to business. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck and have fun. Let's do this. Grid start with false start check is on. Handbrake or front brake, but whichever you prefer. And Jimmy gets off to a flying start from third place as he's about to send it into turn 1. Side by side between myself and Albie. Oh, he had to back out of that one. So we've got Danny C who's about to... He's closing in. Is he going to go for the dive down the inside? Thought about it. So the three of us are safely through. Had to correct the steering only just and managed to avoid the piece of AstroTurf. Meanwhile, we got Albie closing in thick and fast. So I got Albie who's closing right up behind me. Is he gonna go? Or is he gonna send it? Oh no, he thought of it. He's still with me as well. So I've got James H in the lead, myself in second, Albie in third. Much faster than I've been, especially with the and the Albie's slingshotting past me on the left hand side to take second place off me. So we've got Albie. Is he gonna go for the dive down the inside? He thought about it, but James has the line covered on the bus stop chicane. As Albie sets the fastest lap of the race with a 2-minute 33.5. Welcome along, Clay Jacks. Not too bad, thank you. No problem at all, buddy. And thanks for passing by. And you are welcome to join him if you're free. And it's not a problem if you're busy, whatever you're doing. So I appreciate your company and passing by. And so yeah, and I hope all is well from your end too, my friend. And so if you wish, then obviously what I'll be doing for tomorrow is I'll be throwing down the GT3 open lobby racing if anybody's interested. So they're all more than welcome to. Damn it. Well, that's me my race done, like within that corner, but regardless, and obviously that's gonna test me. I'm going to use this as a test session. Seeing as though that both James and Albie are a long way ahead. No sign of any weather. No sign of any rain just yet. Got the fastest lap to my name. Got a bit wide there. Just compromised my line onto the right-hander. No sign of rain with the 50-mile radar. And there's still a long way to go for sure. So I've got another couple of laps to get through to this stint. I see a patch. I see a patch of rain on the north. This could get very interesting. I don't want to jinx it, but you just never know where's this rain gonna go. Whether it's gonna go directly towards the track or, but that's something that you're gonna keep your eyes open on the radar or weather radar, you whatnot. So if I get another couple of laps out of these tyres as well as the fuel, therefore that I'll be on a much higher advantage also, with a much lighter car as well. So we're halfway through the 40-minute endurance race. So do we see any of the top two about to make a pit stop? Albie's coming in, he's pushed a lot as well. I'm staying out for another lap. Just need to short shift while I can. And I'll be on one lap fresher tyres than Then Albie. Oh, okay, it's okay. And Adam's going to be pushing like crazy as he's putting a full tank of fuel in. Got dirt on my tyres, and my tyres are completely worn as well. One last push before I come into the pits for new tyres and some fuel. And James is in. Right. So James is out with new tyres and some more fuel on board. And Albie's gone by as well. James was on 70, so I may as well just go 65. So we've got 14 minutes left on the clock, plus a bit of extra time as well, depending which part of the lap you're in. So we've got James H a bit in the lead, with Albie in second, having pitted a lap earlier than there's myself. Just having a moment to put on. Just need to keep it on the road, and that, of course, resulted in me a half-second penalty. Ah, well. Got 10 minutes left for racing left, and so assumingly on 4 laps racing left, 4 racing laps to go. Bit of a lolling race from my end, having spun out to just a moment of, well, 7 minutes into the race, and then from there on it's just been a bit of a quiet one from my end, other than just to get the strategy together, and then obviously I can just use up all the fuel, you know, to burn as much energy and power as possible to try and close up the likes of James H and Albie. So it's a bit of an ask to challenge him for the win, but so I just want to finish, which is all that matters, regardless where we finish. So gap between James H and myself is just under 21 seconds. Starting to get into the groove with this car and with the specific setup that's in place, as well as the required parts, which is one of the positives to take away, because I've done a few laps, obviously with the controller and the wheels. So I thought, you know what, just to have a go under the wheel. Try something a little different than originally be ultra competitive about on the controller. So there's 2 racing laps left of us, so it looks like well, both Albie and James are going to get another lap in. Probably gone a bit too much to the left, and somehow got away with it not being awarded a penalty. Might be able to sneak in the 1 extra lap, but we shall see. Looks like James has dropped right back quite a lot. Not going to get another lap in, but oh well. Boom, boom, boom. So we're on the last lap with Albie leading, James H in second, and myself about having made like a mistake or two then by spinning. Then obviously this is where I'm at, and then I'm not fussed about where I finished a bit, because as long as those that took part of it enjoy themselves regardless where they finish, and that's all that matters to me. So I'll be crossed the line, so therefore that he's going to be declared the race winner as well, as we've got James Haterby who's about to cross the line in second. So therefore that Albie will be coming around for another lap as the race winner in the 40-minute endurance race. So GG's everyone. Oh, you didn't change your chance, James. Oh, that's unfortunate. Unlucky. But there's always another chance there for sure. But regardless, it's a bit well done for today, James. They were dead from lap 12. No. You see, I could go on for much longer, but as it turns out, I just got to think about the fuel as well. So once I put enough fuel in, I was able to push. So it turns out that I've got a bit one lap too much. But yeah, we'll wait to see. Albie, I don't know what's he going to be doing about Walsall. He's on his own, having crossed the line about just before the timer hit 0. So he'll probably do some moonwalking or something like Michael Jackson. Yeah, you did the same, Jimmy. To be sure that you have enough fuel, also. Rightly so. Although I may put, when I saw you, I saw that you were on 70%, so I had to go 5% less in order to save a bit of time. So some good thinking that I had to do, but it's just with moments of I had obviously not meant to be, but it don't really matter regardless. So we've got Albie eventually crossing the line in first. So congratulations to Adam on the race win. Grab the replays if you want them. So we've got Albie taking the race win, James H in second, and myself in third. So let's go and congratulate those for taking part. Yeah, definitely. This is just the start of the next step of having gone through the first race, and obviously he's just getting onto the next race, which is another thing. So just as the usual, so thanks for joining. Subscribe to my YouTube at It's Danny C. See you next time, and peace. Take care. No problem at all, Albie. So we've got Orin in the lobby. Long time. I hadn't seen Orin in ages. Hope all is good. But if you're just joining in, then I've just done the I've just done what is the my first championship league racing, which of course I'm running the championship, and it's yeah, it's a different challenge compared to what I was obviously doing with the likes of um, time and whatnot. Welcome along, Lauren. Good to see you, buddy. I hope you're good, and if you're just joining in, then obviously, well, we just finished off the league racing championship. That is the DTM. So obviously, I'll close the room. I've grabbed the replay as well. Yes, it's been a while, mate, and I hope all is well from your end too. And but yeah, done a lot of things. Invested myself, just to keep going with whatever challenges that we all go through on the daily and weekly basis, and so yeah, that's that one done. So um, let's open the ticket and see what I get as well, and then we'll discuss something after we've entered the skate room to close us the stream. Suspension, lovely. No problem, James. Thanks for taking part, and well done for today. May you have a great evening, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you the next one. The M4. Oh, you got the M4. Well, obviously it's the M3 I've got, buddy, and obviously this is all the what I'll be doing on the Tuesday evenings for the next 8 weeks. But so obviously that you would need like certain cars, but the BMW M3, the Mercedes 190E, and of course the Ford Sierra R500, of course, with in DTM skins. So that, of course, it's a new challenge to me for sure. So you got the same design, buddy. Fair dues. Fair dues. Keep doing what you're doing. So yeah, that we'll tell you what's happening for next time out. I'll do some streaming as we enter the skate through. So this is what yeah, this was the first round of the DTM series, and I enjoyed it no matter where I finished. Although there may be a few people on board. So, but if you wish to go and take part in the DTM series, and all of the details are on the Cut Colossus Racing YouTube channel, where there's a Discord link about that you can enter the channel. So therefore, that what you'll have of it is my DTM series, which includes the calendar, the points tables for the drivers and constructors. You also have the car specific parts required, as well as the car setup and etc. So yeah, that that of course is something that will just get a few numbers on board and then go from there. So this is, of course, for sure. It's yeah. So no problem, James. No problem. So yeah, that so if you like the content, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. So yeah, next time I'll be streaming is I'll be doing the GT3 Open Lobby Racing in the Gran Turismo 7, with the lobby open at 7:30 kick at 7:30 UK. So yeah, this is what I'll be doing next. So that, but on that note, I'm gonna have to cut short. So may you all have a great evening, whatever you're doing. And on that note, I'll see you on the next one. Take care, peace, thank you, and bye-bye, and ciao. And I'll see you tomorrow.